556.
I mean, like, I don't know what the hell type of doctors you had, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like, I went and my teacher just thought I was fucking like skipping out of his class every day, you know, because I felt sick after lunch. Fucking then I started getting some pains and everything. So I went to my doctor, and fucking I hate that doctor. He said I had the stomach flu, and so he sent me home. You know, he gave me some pills, you know, whatever. Fucking a couple days went by. I woke up, I was screaming in pain, alright? I had to grab this little pillow and I was all holding it against me, trying to get pressure on it, you know, so I didn't feel so bad. Fucking an hour ride to the hospital, alright? I get there, I have to wait in the fucking waiting room. Then I wait and I have 5 different doctors come and ask me the same fucking questions, you know, again and again and again. And while they were doing this, my appendix had ruptured. Yeah. And so they're like, well, about a an hour ago, your appendix ruptured. And so we're going to have to take you into surgery here pretty soon. So here's an IV, here's the needle. Slam! Oh shit, we missed. Let's try it over here in this next... We'll just move it around a little bit. Oh, there we go. And then I went and for some reason when they started injecting me with all this shit, I started singing. And apparently I was singing all the way up on the elevator ride, but the last thing I remember was the pre-op room, sitting there staring at the little stat monitor. And so then I had this nice scar that goes across here, because they had to cut it wider so they could like pull out the ruptured appendix and all the goop that seeped out of it. And they had this little vacuum thing. It was like...
Did you die?
Yeah. I'm getting to that part.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so... Then they all scooped out all that shit, so I had this nice thing, and then the doctor came in, you know, and I had the little fucking sticky patches on me, and they're like, alright, so this is what happened, and he's all like showing me with his finger, he's like, yeah, your appendix is only supposed to be this big, but you know, it was like this big, and it was all ripped open and shit. I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, and so then I had to use these new plastic stitches to hold the skin together, but they might irritate you for a while, because they're fucking digging in between the 2 pieces of skin. So then I'm sitting there, and they're like, alright, you're going to have to miss, you know, a week of school. It's like, okay, whatever, you know, cool. And so then that night, I fell asleep, and I woke up because my little heart monitor flatlined, and I woke up, it's like, beep. All my stuff's still attached, you know. I'm still sitting there, and I'm just watching. For 2 fucking hours, I had flatlined. Nobody came in. No nurses, no nothing. Alright? So then I sit there and I'm waiting. And I hear the little you know? So I lay down flat. I can't help it. So I'm laying there, I'm trying to be as still as possible, trying to take shallow breaths, right? And so I'm sitting there, and the nurse, she all comes over, and it has a little tape reading out, you know? She all comes over, she's like, oh, that's not too bad. And she looks back a little bit and she's like, oh my god! And she all flips over to me and I'm sitting there, you know, I'm trying not to laugh, you know. And so she goes and she sets her hands on my chest, right? And she's all reaching for the call button and then I gotta piss! And she like falls backwards. And,
It's flashing yellow.
So.
Well, that's 5 minutes though.
Alright. You know. That was fucking awesome. So let me keep my tape. The 2 hours of me flatlining. I had it posted up on my wall for a while. Yeah. And then there's the time that I went and had to get my tonsils taken out.
Can it be told in 4 minutes?
Oh, that's a short story. The only good part about the entire thing was I went, you know, they cut down in there. They had little stitches on the inside of my throat. And for the next like week or so, I'd cough up this really brown liquid shit. That was the consistency of rubber cement. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, like, over the sink. You know, trying to dry heat that shit out, you know. And then it comes out. And it's like,
oh.
You know, like, it's like caught in the back of my throat. And so I'm, like, pulling on it, trying to, you know, get the last little goop out. So then I ended up grabbing my brush and I'm like, yeah, fucking come. And then I had to go and go to music contest and sing. So then halfway during my song I had fucking the drool, because I still couldn't feel. So I'm drooling on myself with the brown fucking shit coming down. I'm singing my heart out, not knowing because I can't feel my face. I love medications.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then, the same doctor who said I had the stomach flu and my appendix burst. Well, about, what was it, no, it was the year before I got my tonsils taken out. I had a sore on the inside of my mouth because my teeth were out of alignment, kept pinching, and it ended up getting this really nasty open sore. He said I had an abscess. So, he was like, yeah, you have an abscess. Here, let me give you these pills. So, I take the pills, and they said they cause severe stomach cramps. So, it said take with food, it'll, minimize this. So, I ate supper, took a pill, started taking a bath, right? I'm laying in the bathtub, the bath water running. Bam! It hits me. I'm laying on my side in the fetal position inside the bathtub. I can't move. I'm just fucking. Ah! My family's just sitting out in the living room, not paying attention, eating their TV dinners and whatnot. I'm sitting here. Ah! Water's coming up, dude. It's fucking above my face. So I'm trying to hold it, and I'm trying to crawl out. Finally, I did crawl out, and it hurt. Went to the dentist. He's like, yeah, your teeth are just out of alignment. I'm like, fucking doctor!
Is it a hippie or something?
Well, he's kind of a hippie. He has hair to his mid back, and he always tells me, he's like, yeah, your teeth are fucking awesome, but you got some plaque on that shit. And he cusses all the time. I fucking love him. Cool. Good times, good times.
So yeah, after the thing, I had to spend the week trying to recover, slowly learning how to walk again, using a stick. I couldn't get up from bed by myself for a couple days.
You got 2 minutes.
Then finally, I learned how to walk again. It was great. Came back to school. Everyone was like, "Yeah, I missed you, Alan. You were gone for a week, and we cared." And that was the first time I ever felt like I had friends.
How's the next week?
Trying to catch up with chemistry because my teacher was stupid.
Die in here.
Miss
I got
Pam.
anally raped. Give me a break.
By aliens.
And that's the story of the anal virginity loss.
Is that why you go by alien?
Probably.
It makes sense.
I don't know. It's my story, that's all I know.
So I don't know how to stop recording.
Just hit the right button.
The white one.
The white thing that's popping.
Like the fighting games.
Who else can give that high?
I can, but I'd have to stretch. Otherwise, we're going to rip this. And my pants.
It made that cool sound.
Because of the...
Big black blur.
You're gonna kick Alan in the face, he's gonna fall off this.
Or fall into my window.
I'll be like, never mind.
Yeah, you just test that out right there, right now.
Right on the concrete, too.
If I do, and I die,
I'll laugh.
come to my funeral.